Yeah, no, we would always have opposite schedules so that we could raise our girls. So it was kind of like we single parented, it felt like a lot of the times because, we, because of what we do, we didn't really trust, very many with our kids, especially when they're younger.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to!
You're listening to the Black and Blue Podcast, a discussion and celebration of the roles of African Americans and other minorities in U.S. law enforcement. Your host on the Black and Blue Podcast is Dale Peters, a law enforcement professional with over 20 years experience in the business. Hop on board this Black and Blue train of interviews, current events, and pop culture conversations. So get ready. The Black and Blue Podcast is coming at you right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the interrogation room. My name is Dale. I'm your host of the Black and Blue Podcast. I appreciate everybody for coming on and joining me on this journey. Today, I want to introduce to you a married couple. They're both police officers here in Southern California, so please help me welcome in Julio and Leslie Martinez.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Good. No ovations for you.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Same to you. Thank you.
So you guys are at home.
We are.
How are you guys dealing with the COVID-19 stuff?
Like everybody else, isolating ourselves, keeping that social distance, washing our hands constantly.
I'm trying to find toilet paper.
One square at a time. All right, so I mentioned.
Just turn it inside out.
All right, so I mentioned you guys are police officers here in Southern California. Leslie, you work as a detective, and where do you work? Can you say where you work?
I can. I work for Redlands Police Department.
Okay, and that's in the Inland Empire in Southern California. And Julio, can you say where you work?
I can't, but I work in the police department next to East Los Angeles.
Okay, so you're in the LA County area. And
Yes.
what do you do there?
Currently, I'm assigned to patrol.
Okay. How long have you been there?
I've been there. This is
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
Your current department, you've been there?
But I started off at another department. I can say them because I don't work for them, but LAPD.
Okay. Right.
I started there and I was there for 5 years.
You were there for 5 years, and your current department for 20 years?
Yes.
Wow. You're the old timer, an OG, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, yeah, so you've seen a lot of changes over there. How large is your current department?
We're just shy of 80.
Just shy of 80? Okay.
Yeah.
And so in 20 years, what sort of assignments have you done over there?
I've done investigations where I've done, crimes against persons, homicides. I was a K-9 handler for almost 9 years. And I'm currently on the SWAT team.
Oh, on the SWAT team. Are you guys pretty busy on the SWAT team, or a lot of call outs?
No, we just started the program probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's fairly new. We're still developing it, still getting a lot of equipment and stuff like that, but we're constantly training. We were one of the first in our area to start integrating our canines into the team. So that was
okay. You guys a solo team with just your department, or is it a regional team?
Yeah, solo team, but a lot of, because we're kind of new, so we do a lot of work with other agencies in our area.
Okay, all right. And Leslie, what do you do?
You're also a drone operator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just started with that.
See, that's a wife. A wife remembers everything that you don't.
Yeah.
So you guys have drones.
We just started our program also within a year, and I got my license in December. So I just started flying.
So you actually need a license?
You do, yeah. A Part 107 license, yeah.
Okay. And so that means you guys don't have a, you guys don't have an air program, helicopter,
No,
airplanes, nothing?
no. We used to contract with the sheriff's department, and then some other agencies started doing it. So then we don't have a contract anymore. So we just mostly do our drones, or when we need emergency situations, we'll call the sheriff's department.
Okay. So what do you guys use the drone for?
Right now, like just kind of like crowd control stuff. If we have an event, we can use it on calls. We're trying to implement now during this event with COVID-19, where we're going to use it to clear calls, like responding to alarm calls.
Okay.
Checking perimeters on houses, seeing if there's crimes in progress, trying to get them overhead right away from a centralized location like our station or other areas.
Right. You guys able to fly it at night, or?
Well, we do have a waiver. We have to fly, have the waiver filled out, completed, and we do have that right now. So yes.
Oh no. Okay,
Did you
that's
also
cool.
use it? You also used it for SWAT call out?
Yeah, we do a lot of like surveillance stuff with our other agencies. Like I said, we don't do too much, but we do help out. That's kind of like what they call us for right now.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bring your toys.
Yeah, bring your toys.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's good stuff. And Leslie, what do you do over there at Redlands?
I'm currently assigned to the Investigative Services Bureau. I'm a detective, and I am a ICAC affiliate with LAPD, and ICAC is Internet Crimes Against Children.
And what's a typical ICAC investigation? Is that strictly online stuff, or what?
Well, right now the reports primarily come through NECMEC, which is the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. And basically, all social media platforms are required to offer illegal crimes that are occurring on the internet. So they're supposed to provide a platform for the users to report inappropriate material. So those reports get filtered electronically by the providers to NECMEC, and then NECMEC, based on the IPs, the Internet Service Protocols, then they disseminate the reports out to the proper jurisdictions.
Okay. And then when you get a report, one of these reports, what do you do?
So then I investigate whether or not it is confirmed child porn, and then at the point in which it is, then I do an investigation to the user, identifying the user, and then it is a crime to possess, distribute, produce, child porn, or
Okay.
CP.
Okay. How long you been doing that?
I just started, so fairly new to, I guess, being dedicated to it. Prior to getting reassigned to ISB, I worked a little bit of ICAC cases when I was working SVU from...
SVU is, for our listeners,
Special
SVU.
Special Victims Unit.
Okay.
So I investigated very few cases the last time I was in the Detective Bureau, but now I'm dedicated to solely investigating ICAC cases.
Okay. Is that keeping you busy? Is there a lot of that to go around, or?
Because it's new to our department, like anything else, just getting it up and running. There's a lot of things that we didn't have in place that we're putting in place. So that's kind of limited my ability to hit the floor running. But the department's very supportive and very transparent, and we're getting things going. So I'm excited for this, for our community and for our victims.
All right. And how long you been with your department?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And in 20 years, what else have you done there?
Most of my career, believe it or not, has been in the Detective Bureau. This is my third time in the Detective Bureau. Prior to SVU, I worked property crimes when I was promoted. I've also was a school resource officer. I was also in our multiple enforcement team for a short stint, and I promoted out of our multiple enforcement team.
Okay. All right. So 20 years, and this is the only department for you, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Okay. All right. So we mentioned you guys are sitting together. You guys are married, right? How long have you two been married?
23 years.
Quiz time. Okay.
Yeah.
Smart guy. You let her answer that. 23 years.
I was doing the math. I was like, uh-oh.
How'd you guys meet?
Believe it or not, in the Police Explorer program.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so way back when you guys were youngsters, huh?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was getting ready to age out, and she was getting ready to leave for college, and that's when we became more than friends.
Yeah.
What department was that? Can you say that?
No.
Okay.
It's the
you don't want to say
department.
The same one.
It's the same department he's working at now.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could say it, but
Yeah. I got you. I got you. And then you guys started dating once you went to college. Is that right, Leslie? Or?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
Out of high school, I went to the University of Santa Barbara, but I didn't graduate from there. So then I also went to, I moved back home, went to community college, got my associate's degree from Cerritos. And then from there, I haven't completed my bachelor's degree, but I'm 14 units away from my bachelor's degree. We started having kids, and our kids became our priority. So
How many kids do you have?
we have two.
Two.
To-
Two girls. What are their ages?
18 and 15.
Oh, teenagers. So you deal
Oh,
with
yeah.
teenage girls, huh?
Yeah.
So how was that? Raising two teenage girls.
They're pretty easy going. They're good kids.
They're good kids, but if
Smart.
honestly, because of doing this job between both of us and our crazy schedules, if it wasn't for my mom and my sister who helped us with childcare, I don't think that this is something we would have both been able to do, because you just, with the graveyard shifts and
Yes.
working holidays and weekends, this is definitely not traditional childcare in any
Right.
sort.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that stuff. Both of you guys being in law enforcement, dealing with shift work, and how you guys coordinated all that. And are there days when you guys really just crossing paths and hi bye type of thing?
Yeah, in the beginning is just, when we decided to have kids, it was, we're trying to figure out the schedule. In the beginning, you guys want to have it at the same time, off so you can go do stuff or whatever, shopping, trips, vacations, stuff like that. But when we start having kids, it's like, you got to start figuring out the childcare. So that's when we're like, luckily we was able to bid, where we can kind of separate it, where we would have to just manage like 1 or 2 days maybe of childcare. Other than that, for I don't know how long, probably like 15 years or so, we had to have separate schedules, so we didn't have the same time off together. So
Yeah, no, we would always have opposite schedules so that we could raise our girls. So it was kind of like we single parented, it felt like a lot of the times, because, we, because of what we do, we didn't really trust, very many with our kids, especially when they're younger.
Right.
And then, we kind of wanted to keep routines for our kids too, because that's very important for them while they're growing up. So I didn't really like having childcare outside of the home. So like Julio mentioned, we had to give up a lot in order to have the best care for our children.
Right.
So,
And then you mentioned too, your mom and sisters. Well, they helped out a lot.
yeah, because like when we had, would need childcare for graveyard, and not only
one of us would be sleeping, so they help watch our kids, or if we both had to work at night, we need somebody to come spend the night. Luckily they were able to step up and help us out.
yeah.
That's a godsend, I'm sure.
Yeah, so when we had, the same schedule, that we would need 24/7 24/7 care for 3 days in a row. So, that was the biggest hurdle, I think, when we would have issues. And then also, working birthdays and holidays and stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that's the price we pay in this job, right?
Right.
So how do they feel about mom and dad being cops?
I don't know. We never asked them. I know they're like proud. They always say like we've done, like they really gravitated to when I was in the K9 unit, and they were proud of that. They are proud of their mom when she's in detectives and what she does. They're always asking questions to her about it, and now they start watching CSI on TV, and it's like, oh, that's cool. I want to do that.
Yeah, really?
No, I actually asked my girls. I just said, how did you guys, feel about, the crazy schedules and everything else? And both of my girls told me just recently, as a matter of fact, that they never felt like anything like I'm describing. So the juggling act that we would go through, and the frustrations that we would have with each other, I guess the girls never felt that between them. And I was grateful to hear that, because I think as a mom, a lot of us, men and women, I think in law enforcement, we give up a lot for our kids, and I think we feel like we fail at times for our kids. So what I can say is that, our kids do notice and they do appreciate. Because, when we did have the free time, that was one thing that, when I did have my days off, I always wanted my time to be for them. So it kind of, it's tough. I'm not going to lie, when they're little, when you want your time, you don't really get your time, because your time off is their time.
Right. Yeah. We all know that as parents. Definitely know that.
Yeah.
Definitely know that. So
it's easier as they get older.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can do things for themselves. Yeah.
Especially when they drive.
Oh, so you got them driving, huh?
One of them, yeah.
One of them's driving. All right.
It's a big help.
It's a big help, but it's also a big worry, I'm sure, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. And do either of them want to think about being in law enforcement themselves?
Well,
it's kind of leaning towards that way. We try not to steer them in that path, but that's kind of what they're choosing, it seems like.
Okay.
But, we're not against it completely, but it's their choice. If they want to do it, they can do it.
Now, law enforcement is cops or some other capacity, do you know?
It kind of goes between both, right? Like something involved or actual.
No, well, the only thing that our older daughter is saying right now is she's not sure, as she's about to graduate from high school. She's not really sure if she wants to get in the FBI, or if she wants to get into nursing, or if she wants to become a therapist. So she's kind of got all over the place right now, which is good. Yeah. And she's trying to figure herself out. And so I wouldn't say that it's totally leaning that way, but like I told her, I definitely support her and help her in any capacity, because that's what my parents did for me, and that's the right thing to do. And I don't sugarcoat anything for her. She's seen it. She's
right. Okay.
So
all right.
So we'll see where it takes her.
Well, yeah. Good luck on that one. Raising kids and making sure they go the right path, and choosing something that will fulfill them is always what we want to do as parents. So
right.
Seems like you guys got it down at least. So. All right. So Martinez, that surname, that last name is what heritage?
Well, it depends on who you ask. Her dad used to say he's from Spain.
But it's your name.
Right. That's the married name. So it's your last name. What background are you, Julio?
I'm Mexican and American.
Okay.
So
and
both
Leslie,
my parents are from Mexico.
Okay. And Leslie, you are?
Ecuadorian, Mexican American.
Okay. All right. So both Latinos, both living here in Southern California, where we have a lot of Latinos here, but nonetheless, you guys are working in law enforcement. What sort of things have you seen working in law enforcement, being Latinos, that have kind of made you, one thing, let's just say, helped out your community, calls you've been on where people have expressed that they're good to see you as a Latino coming in on this call or something like that?
You wanna go first?
Yeah, for me, it's just it's just always like a relief when I talk to people that don't speak English and they're all, "Do you speak Spanish?" And I kind of do, but not proper. But I'm able to communicate, talk to them, and it always seems like they feel more comfortable in talking to somebody in their language than as they try to getting somebody that doesn't understand and can't sympathize or just understand what they're saying and stuff like that. But so that's kind of like the positives that I see when I'm working.
What about you, Leslie?
Yeah, I can kind of. I had the same kind of experience. Anytime, I always tell them, my Spanish is not appropriate or it's not proper, but I do understand everything and I can help them. And every time I handled Spanish-speaking calls, they're very appreciative. There's not a whole lot of us in law enforcement that speak Spanish, so I know that they're very appreciative of that.
Right. So would you guys call yourselves fluent in Spanish or enough to
I
take
get
a
bilingual
test?
pay.
You get
I passed
bilingual
the
pay.
test.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going. You get that bilingual pay.
Yeah, that's gotten better. It's kind of funny because growing up, I couldn't speak any English. I just spoke Spanish, and my mom only spoke Spanish. So then started school, I kind of forgot to speak Spanish and only spoke English.
Oh wow, yeah.
And like if people were talking to me in Spanish, I'd be El Caro, El Burrito, I don't speak
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
And then to the academy again, started doing Spanish classes. It just started to come back and then using it more and more and more.
Yeah. So you said that you grew up speaking Spanish first off as a first language. Were you originally from somewhere else, from Mexico, or and
No,
immigrated here?
I was born and raised here in Los Angeles. I was actually born in East Los Angeles. And that I grew up most of my life there and started going to school and stuff like that. And then once I started going to school, like I said, I just started forgetting Spanish.
Yeah.
Even though my mom spoke it,
Yeah.
primarily, I understood it really good, but I just couldn't speak it for some reason.
Yeah. All right.
Well, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys grew up in the East LA area. What was life like over there, going to school and all that?
Very different than today. I don't know. I have a lot of good childhood memories. Grew up with a lot of good folks. Went to good schools. Went to Catholic school, elementary, junior high, and high school. And I don't know. When I go back there now, it's completely different. Not someplace I would want to raise my family right now.
You guys still have family over there in that area?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
We all moved out.
All got away from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, from the Los Angeles area, I do.
No, they all moved more east. Everybody.
Yeah, more east of East LA.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So what's you guys got a lot of time on your jobs. How much longer you guys got? What's the future hold for you guys?
2 more years.
2 more years, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, but who's counting, right? You got.
Oh, I know.
you count. All right, 2 more years.
I have 4, maybe 5.
4 or 5. Okay. And what are you guys gonna do? You guys know?
No, I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm just gonna bum around for a little bit and then kind of see what I do. And because I've done like dog detection stuff. People want me to do work with that. I definitely don't want to do security or anything related to law enforcement. That's just me. Like I'm a range master, and people want me to teach them, and I'm like, I can't hear. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to do any more firearm stuff. And I don't know. I just want to take it easy for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about you, Leslie?
I don't know. I think this ITAC position has kind of opened up some opportunities in the private sector. So I'm going to see where that could potentially take me. I know forensic interviewing is also for children, is also something that I've been offered and kind of entertained that idea. but we both agreed that we were going to help our kids get their bachelor's degree financially. So that would be one of the reasons why we would continue to work after retirement, is to help our children pay for their schooling.
So you got one who's about to go to college, is that right? And
Correct.
And the other one is how far away?
Freshman in high school.
Yeah.
So got a few more years, 3 more years to deal with that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And is your older one already looking into colleges? And
Yeah, she's gonna be going to Cal State Fullerton.
yeah, good school.
Yeah.
Good school.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's a good baseball school. Did you guys did they play a lot of sports growing up?
They're mostly into soccer, but she doesn't want to play soccer.
Doesn't want to play soccer.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. What about you guys? Did you guys play any sports, or you guys look like you're pretty fit?
Yeah, I mostly grew up playing basketball.
Okay.
And then like track.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I played softball, basketball, even got offered some scholarships, and I didn't bat an eye at them, and broke my dad's heart.
Oh, looking back at it, yeah. If you knew now what you knew then, right?
One of my life regrets right there.
Yeah,
But
it is what it is, right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing to keep in shape nowadays?
We actually have a home gym, and Lifetime Fitness has always been something that we've committed to in this career. If I start to fall off the wagon, then he kind of reminds me of how it's not an option for what we do. So, and then vice versa. So we've always made that commitment to this job. It's not, our life could depend on it. So
yeah, no doubt. It's good you guys have a home gym now, since all the gyms are closed, right?
Oh yeah, I'm so happy, so thankful.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I got a treadmill and I got some dumbbells. That's about it. But so I'm just doing, and I got a pull-up bar, so that's all I'm doing. But
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's all you need, really, right? Body weight, push-ups, sit-ups, and cardio. That's all you need, right?
Exactly.
All right.
If you got the guys in behind the bars working out regularly, and they ain't got nothing.
They ain't got nothing to do
We
but
see what
sit there and think about you when they get out.
Exactly.
Think about you. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
So what's one of the most rewarding parts of your job that you can think of? A certain case, without naming any names, that you can think of that was really rewarding for you?
I know for me and my assignments, just being the voice for people that don't have one, that's always been my biggest, I guess, passion for why I work special victim unit investigations primarily, because that includes, child abuse, physical, sexual, elder abuse, all the true victims, in my opinion, of heinous crimes. So in terms of a particular case, this one always resonates with me most. I was working ICAC investigation, and the victim was 16 years old, and she was at the point in which she already had her suicide note planned, and if I wouldn't have reached out to her the day that I did, she told me that she was going to take her life. And so for me, that always reminds me, why I started and why this is very important and why I have to keep doing it. So.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Julio?
Well, like I said, I've been kind of lucky where I've worked on some assignments where I get to go chase the baddest of the bad people, and not to say that any other cop wouldn't do it. It's just I've got a little bit more training and some tools that I would use to go find them and make me do it a little bit more safer. So one of the particular incidences is where we were doing some dog training, and one of my friends, we were done with training, and he went to the station, and he ended up getting killed. He was a robbery gone bad. He worked for Downey, Ricky Galvez, and we heard the pursuit going, and we got into it right away and helped out with the perimeter. And we were able to lock it in, into a place and do the perimeter, set all that up. So with us being there, that was like, one of the good things. We were able to, find the people that did that to him and get him to custody.
Yeah. That's always a tough thing, in our job, when we see other officers go down, and we take that personally because, obviously that could be us. Bringing this back to your girls, do they ever talk about or think about, what could happen on a job to mom or dad?
Yeah, to both of us. They've both,
since they've gotten older, they see the dangers of it.
They've both, expressed, that they do worry about us on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
I know when my older daughter had transferred schools, she had indicated to me, because both our girls primarily have gone to Catholic schools also, and in public school, she had told me that she couldn't believe how different the communities were in terms of supporting law enforcement. She told me in some of her classes when some of the students would speak up and talk about say a lot of bad things about law enforcement, how it would, anger her, because she would in her mind think how me or Julio or any police officer would give up our life for anybody that we don't even know and people that don't even appreciate us. And, that really bothered her when she told me about it. And I told her, you can't really think about it that way. You have to just, have the mindset that, we have to do a job and we don't get to judge you whether you like us or not. We're still going to do the right thing.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So this is you guys' obviously your day off together. What do you guys like to do now when you guys have that time off now? It seems like it's so precious now because you guys didn't used to get that.
Yeah, no, it's like we go camping, go boating, even when she goes shopping, I'll go shopping with her, even though I hate it.
I guess it was worth it. Now I can't shake him off me.
No.
No.
I just hold the wall. Just go out and do some of the stuff. When football season's around, we go family trips to different places to watch our favorite football team.
I see one right there. Yes.
It's only one team.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'm a Niner fan too, so I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. So we go different places, different games, and those kind of stuff. Just try to do a lot of things with the family. Build those memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And even to show, I guess, because you have teenage children also. I guess to help us realize that the life that we've provided for our family, we're reaping the rewards now, because our kids are teenagers and they want to hang out with us on our days off. They want to do the things that we're doing. So yeah. So you get what you pay for. If you're going to invest in your family and your children, you're going to reap the rewards. That's all I can say. It's definitely been very rewarding at this point in our life.
Yeah, that's great. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, again, going back to being Latinos and being in your particular departments, what sort of advancements, maybe not for you guys because you guys already got some dates picked out that you guys are leaving, but for Latinos in your respective departments for advancement, upper management for one, is a lot of that in your own departments, say like Julio?
Yeah, it's a mix. So there's being in East LA area, there is a lot of Hispanics now. Like for a while there wasn't in police officers,
right?
But now it's starting to come back, and there's like movement, and just keep studying, keep putting yourself out there, get more experience in doing stuff, and make those connections with people, and the ones that can help you out, and nurture those and try to see what steps you need to do, but diversify yourself in different assignments, not just specifically like always be a dope cop or always be a traffic cop or always be a detective. You know, do everything. Try to do everything.
Right. Do you have any Latinos in management at your department?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are captains, lieutenants, everything.
All right. Yeah. There you go.
There's even been Latino chiefs. So.
Okay. Great. What about you, Leslie?
Well, our previous chief was Mark Garcia. So,
Okay.
And then we have our deputy chief right now, Travis Martinez.
No relation?
No relation.
Okay.
And so, there is opportunities. Like Julio was saying, I think, I don't know, I think you have to be balanced. Because in addition to the assignments I worked, I also have a lot of collateral duties. So I feel like the opportunities are there. You just have to work hard and have the right connections. And,
What other sort of collateral duties do you do or have you done over there?
I've been a part of our crisis negotiations team. I've also been on our honor guard team for many, many years, and recently bringing peer support to the department. And
what is peer support? What does that involve?
So it's mental health for law enforcement, which is something that we're failing. Our brothers and sisters, the suicide rates, and just recently, legislature passed PTSD as a presumptive, disability for law enforcement, which is huge because a lot of law enforcement, officers are struggling, but they're afraid to say anything or to ask for help because, traditionally, people were afraid to say anything because then you would be put on admin leave and people would kind of label you and very, especially all the things that law enforcement today, I think you can attest to this too. It's definitely, law enforcement is kind of goes up and the pendulum goes from left to right and, things get really bad and then they kind of, calm down for a little bit and then they get really bad and right now with everything going on in the world.
Yeah, but we do a lot of, we had talked earlier, with our gym stuff, we do a lot to take care of ourselves physically, so we don't do anything to really take care of ourselves mentally.
Okay, right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And how does this peer support help with that? Or you guys have any ideas on how to help with that?
Well, I'm certainly getting a lot of training for it. Our department is very receptive to it. So we're slowly, transitioning. There's not a specific model per se out there. So it's one of those things that, it's kind of like you tread thin water right now because you're trying to find balance with it because, our culture as a whole is, people don't really understand.
Yeah. Tough it out is really our culture in law enforcement.
Yeah.
Tough it out, drink it out.
Yeah.
Drink it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about something. Flip the script now. We don't want to bring ourselves down.
Right.
And real quick, let's just talk about something funny. A funny story that you guys can share at each of you guys' respective jobs, without again naming names, anything like that make you just like, did he really just do that, or did that just really happen, or that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen? Anything like that?
Gosh, there's so many, I don't know.
Yeah. It happens every day.
I know.
It really does.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but your handcuffing, how you
Oh, and I was on the field training program, and he's retired now, but retired Sergeant Andy Capps so my training officer was retired Todd McMeans,
Okay.
and I was on the ghost phase of the FTL program,
Which is
training
what?
program.
Which is
The
what?
field training officer program. So I just graduated the academy, and then after the academy, you go through a a field training program with your respected agencies, and so I was in the ghost phase, meaning that I was just about to get put in a police car by myself.
Okay.
So my field training officer, Todd McMeans, was sitting in the car, and it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I saw somebody who didn't look like he should be in the neighborhood and looked like he was probably up to some criminal activity. And so he was obviously bigger, stronger than me. And so I just had that weird feeling about the situation. So he was complying with me, but I could see that he was possibly going to take off. So as soon as he sat down, I told him to put his hands on his head, and I handcuffed him, like, had him do this, and then I handcuffed him. And so he turned around. I looked at retired Sergeant Andy Caps, and said, "Now I know that she's new, but what the hell is this?"
Yeah, that wouldn't do anything. Yeah. Just having your handcuffs, so like, yeah.
So that was pretty funny.
Well, luckily nothing happened, right?
Nope. And he was a parolee at large. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he went to jail, right?
Yep.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah. So.
All right. What about you, Julio? Can you think of something?
I was trying to think of something that was clean and appropriate. But,
Nah.
What about with Cody?
Yeah, you can sanitize it. Put some hand sanitizer on it.
Yeah. Which one?
Well, just the stuff that he would do. There's so many funny stories with him.
Yeah. Well, when my dog name was Cody, so every time I'd go give him a bathroom break, I would take him to like certain areas. So I would go to in front of our corporate yard. So I'd let him out, and he'd start chasing cats, and he chased one up a tree.
Right.
And he was looking up at the tree trying to get him. So I was like, "Oh, this isn't good. This isn't safe." So I didn't go there for years, to give him a break. And then one day, he had to go, so I just said, "Oh, or whatever. I'm gonna let him go out in there, give him his break." And he ran up to that tree. And was he's looking at that tree. I'm all, "You're still looking for that cat from 2-3 years ago, man? I can't even get you to jump through a window. Do you remember this tree?"
And he's still looking for the same damn cat.
Yeah,
Huh?
it was 2-3 years after he goes to this place. He hasn't been there. And he goes to that exact same tree. And goes up to that tree.
That cat's long gone.
Yeah.
Been run over by 3 cars already. All right, cool. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, spending your Sunday with me. It's a lot of fun getting some insight on you two, and the trials and tribulations of being a married couple, working in this job, how tough that was. I'm sure you guys made it to the other side. So 3 more years, right? 3 more years. You got 1 more to go. 1 more kid to go. Yeah. But before I let you guys get out of here, though, there's a game I like to play with my guests. So let me get this set up for you. So this is a game I like to call that's called
Black or Blue, 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 Black or Blue. Come on.
All right, so this game is called Black or Blue, as the title says there. I'm going to give you a category, and you guys just tell me, is it black or is it blue? Your category today is they're playing our song. They're playing our song, which is song titles. I'm going to name a song title. You just tell me, does it have the word black in it or does it have the word blue in it? Simple, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's your first one. Here's your first song. True Blank. True Blank.
Blue.
We saying blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yes. True Blue from Madonna. Yes, you guys are off to a good start. How about the next one here? The next one is Computer Blank.
Computer black.
Black or blue? You got a 50-50 shot.
Computer.
Black.
Oh. No, Computer Blue. Prince. The best artist ever, Prince. All right, so
I defer. I think Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. We're gonna fight about that one, but here we go. All right, here we go. Your third one. Blank is blank. Blank is blank.
Blank is blank. Black is blank. Blue is blank.
Black or
The
blue?
last two, so you choose.
Black.
Oh, you got that right. I know you know.
Black is black.
Sure you heard that song
I
before.
want my baby back.
You never heard that song "Black is Black" from the '60s? Okay, well, all right.
No.
Look, well, you got it right though. You got it right. So here we go. Next one. Blank Betty. Blank Betty.
Black Betty.
Black Betty. You know that one.
Black Betty, bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb.
Yeah. See, you got that one. This one should be easy for you. How about this one? Blank Magic Woman. Blank.
Blank.
I know, but come on, Leslie.
Blank
Magic
Woman.
Woman.
Come on, Les.
Is it Blue Magic Woman?
Oh,
No.
that was a gimme.
Got a black magic,
If you knew it, why did you say it?
got a black
Black Magic
You
Woman.
answered one.
Santana. Santana.
Oh
Come
yeah, I
on,
do know
Leslie.
that song actually.
All right, here's your next one. Blankberry Hill. Blankberry Hill.
Blue. I'll say it.
Blue, yeah.
I found my thrill.
Yeah, you know that one.
Oh, to be here.
Yeah, okay. See, we got it. Yeah. Just speak up if she's not saying anything.
I know,
I
right?
want to hug up the mic.
Oh,
All right,
please.
here's your
All of a
next one.
sudden.
Here's your next one. Men in blank. That's
Oh.
easy. That's easy. Come on. Now.
Black.
Black, yes. Yeah, you knew that one.
Oh, yeah.
This one's gonna be tough. Here we go. Blank Dada B. Blank Dada B. I know you've heard the song, but the title may be a little
know.
confusing. Blank Dada B. Come on.
All right, both
Ticking,
sound
ticking
right.
here,
Blue,
ticking.
Blue Dada B.
Yeah.
Blue, yes. See, Julio knew it.
Never heard of it, but
You know that one, Leslie, right?
I said it.
Yeah. Okay. There you, of course you knew it. Of course you knew it. All right. And your last one. Your last one here. Summertime blanks. Summertime blanks.
Oh. That's by that's by DJ.
Now you're in the advanced round. It's
Yeah,
No, no.
I know. It's blue.
What is it? Black or blue?
Summertime.
Summertime. What? Summertime blanks.
Blue.
Blues. Yes.
but there ain't no cure
Oh, I
for the
was thinking of
summertime.
different song, but okay.
Yeah. I knew where you were going, Leslie, but you would have been wrong.
She's going with Will Smith.
Yes.
Summertime.
I started to get
Well,
that in my head.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you guys got more right than you got wrong. So let's call you guys the winners.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building,
Everybody hands go up. All right. That was funny. Let me stop this. All right, guys. I appreciate it. You guys work as a team. Work as a team. You guys got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say this, but she was trying to cheat and look on the phone.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. This guy.
Google, I'm telling you. All right.
Yeah.
Well, again, I appreciate you guys coming through. It was a good time. I hope you guys had a good time as well. And you guys be safe and stay away from the Rona, all right? Wash them hands.
Yeah.
Wash those hands, all right?
Go to Dos Equis.
Yeah.
Good job, Dale.
All right, thanks.
I'll see you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, Square Pegs, that's it for this episode of the Black and Blue Podcast. I want to thank Leslie and Julio Martinez for joining me on this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode as well. So if you did, you know what, show a brother some love by going to the YouTube, by going to the podcast platforms, and liking and subscribing to the show. I'll be back next week with another entertaining episode. Till then, y'all know what to do. Stay black in blue. I'll holler at you. Peace.
This has been a Maitre D Entertainment presentation.